Hello and welcome to this week's Music Theory Minute. We don't have a lot of time, so take it away, me.
Okay, on to generic and specific intervals. An interval is the distance between two notes. These can be harmonic or melodic intervals. Harmonic intervals are stacked on top of each other and sound at the same time, or in harmony with one another. Melodic intervals are located one after the other. Each of these types can also be spoken about generically or specifically. Generic intervals do not describe the quality of the intervals, but just their distance. For instance, this in generic terms is a sixth. Specific intervals can be accompanied by a handful of descriptive terms. Those terms are major, minor, perfect, augmented, and diminished. Major and minor intervals are exactly the same as you would find them in a major or minor scale. So if we travel from a C to an A natural, that is some form of sixth. As C major has no sharps or flats, this distance would be a major sixth when speaking specifically. Likewise, if we travel from F to A flat, this would be some form of third in generic terms. F major only contains a B flat, but F minor has an A flat, so this would be a minor third. The fourth, fifth, and octave require the terms perfect, augmented, and diminished. This is because the intervals are the same in major and minor, and therefore are considered perfect and don't need changing. Now, if we expand one of these perfect intervals, it is considered to be an augmented form of that interval. Careful when dealing with inharmonics here, as depending on how the notes are placed on the staff, it would change the type of interval that is shown. To determine this, start counting from whatever line or space the bottom note is on as 1, then count each line or space until you reach the note. So if you have F moving up to a B natural, you start on F with 1, 2, 3, 4, and then look at the distance of the interval. In F major, you would have a B flat. A B natural is a half step above, so we have expanded that interval, and this is an augmented fourth. However, if we had this instead, an F to a C flat, this would be some form of fifth. F to C is a perfect fifth, so this would be a diminished fifth as we have shrunk that space. Both an augmented fourth and diminished fifth sound the same, so be sure to count the interval first.